Hey guys, Seth from 1028A here. We just got back from North Dakota Signature event, and we thought we would bring you a few more Inside the Mind of a Driver videos from our Eliminations bracket matches with 2054V here, Pika Pika. So, getting straight into it, the first thing you'll notice is that our Auton picks up 5 rings. So this isn't super common, and the reason we were able to do this is because we noticed that Pika Pika ejects a ring at the start here, just from bonking into it, that goes to a pretty consistent location. So, just my piece of advice there is, you know that you're going to be with the team that you choose for elims, or the team that chooses you for elims, for the rest of the bracket. So, understanding that the value there that you'll find in coordinating your strategies and your Autons toward each other as well as you can is very, very high. So, this is sort of the first important juncture as a driver. Like I've said in previous videos, where you want to look around the field and notice where all of your rings are and sort of how things end up. So you'll notice there's a red ring on this goal here, and that's going to be pretty valuable for us later in sort of having the confidence in an unorthodox match like this. And you'll see why I say that later on. So the strategy we've been running with Pika throughout the entire tournament, and it worked really well, was for us to come over straight out of Auton and secure this corner. And that worked pretty nicely for us because it allowed us to accept the goal from Pika as soon or as late as they needed us to take it. So you can see we're already placing a fully stacked goal, as the announcer says there, into that corner. And that allows Pika to go and grab this goal. And this is where things get sort of unorthodox. So this goal is actually, as you can sort of see there, beached on just a bunch of rings in this corner, which isn't super ideal for us. But I would argue it's actually even less ideal for the enemy team, because it means that it's just out of the equation entirely if Pika plays this right here. And I would say that they definitely do. So in a situation like this, you sort of need to start thinking about point values. And that's exactly what we do. We know that we're up Auton, and we know that we already have a full goal in the corner, whereas they don't have a full goal in the corner. If you remember, this goal actually has a red ring on it. You can't see it from here, but I could. Killian sort of calls that out. We have this this goal in the corner doesn't actually have all of the rings on it. So this is already 16 to 12, plus the 6 points from Auton. And we can comfortably fill up this goal in the last 15 seconds to almost full, while grabbing maybe 1 or 2 wall stakes as a team. So all we need to do at this point is just play really, really heavy defense on this team, and not allow them to take advantage of this goal being out of position for us. And Pika Pika does that super nicely. You can see we sort of go for a wall stake here at some point in the match, but Sam from 515V, amazing team. We play with him in our region all the time, actually, so it was nice to meet them at this tournament. They come play some very fast reaction time defense, and they do something really smart here as well that I want to point out, because you may find this valuable in some of your matches. Sam from 515V comes over, plows us into the corner, and then just stays here and makes sure that we feel pressured enough to not try to leave this corner again, because he knows that us getting a wall stake here is just a nail in the coffin. It just really seals the deal. Getting wall stakes here would be absolutely devastating, because those top rings are very, very valuable. So as a result of Pika's relentless defense on this team, they actually have 0 rings on the stake, and at this point they feel confident that they can outscore them on the wall stakes here. So this is a super valuable move from Pika, because if they go ring for ring, then this whole interaction goes net neutral and doesn't affect this outcome of the score at all. Sorry, my cat's kind of shuffling around on my lap here. And this little tuffle here doesn't affect the outcome of the match at all. And if they choose to play just strict defense on them, nobody gets anything and it still goes neutral. So very smart play from Pika here, understanding that we're already up this match and we don't necessarily need to make any crazy plays here. And then from ourselves, in this last 15-second time period, it's really important to have sort of a list of important items. So top to bottom, it's grab this wall stake here because it's worth 3 points, and any ring scored on this goal would only be worth 1. And then score as many rings on this goal as you can. You can see we kind of threw one out. And then leave yourself around 4 seconds, usually a little bit more, but we were cutting it a little close here, around 4 seconds to get that hang. So that order of operations there, sorry, I'm a little sick. That order of operations there, you could say, is super important because it just allows you to maximize what points you're scoring with the little amount of time that you have. So this match ended up swinging pretty heavily in our favor, and the reason for that I like to think is mostly just because of that Auton. So the final point value for this match, I believe, was a 39 to 25, if I'm remembering correctly. So just by sort of understanding, being aware of the different values going on in the field here, and just playing as smart and as safe of a match as you can actually come out of a situation like this where there's a little bit of uncertainty with this 5th goal being beached and being unable to score on it and secure it. You can still come out of that on top. So hopefully you guys found this video useful. Thanks for watching. And just a little bit of a notice, we plan to record a video with Ezra from 7686A Islanders on not only our finals matches that we played against them here, but also, if I can find it, probably not, their amazing semifinal match that they played against 1010G and ex-world champion Makapaka, now Meow. So, if you want to be notified when that drops, we'll be doing a little bit of a breakdown of, what he did to come out on top in this tournament, and, how we played those finals matches as opponents. So, if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe.